I'm a Taurus. I'm the boss sign.
Oh, yeah. All right, relax. I'm a Virgo. I'm just saying, like, chill, Mr. Taurus.
That's what it says. We're the bossy bull.
Yo, what's popping? Welcome to Odix. It's your boy David Picasso. I got a special guest with me today. She goes by Missy. By the way, I call you Missy. Do you go by Missy?
Yeah, I go by Missy, yeah.
All right, but how did you get that name?
Honestly, okay. That's actually like a family nickname. Growing up, my government is Melissa, but my sisters, my mother, everybody would call me Missy.
Okay.
Growing up, honestly, I was not a fan of it. I did not like it. It was like that nickname that you get embarrassed when they call you in front of your friends as a kid. But then as I got older, I was like, you know what? I kind of like it. You know, I liked it. So it stuck.
I think it's simple to remember.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a sound to it. But what was, like, did they explain to you why they started calling you Missy? Were there specific to it? Did you have an attitude? I don't know why Missy sounds to me like...
I don't know where they got that from Melissa. Well, most people want to try to call me like Mel or Melly. That one, I don't.
Okay.
I don't like those at all.
So your name is Melissa?
Yes, Melissa.
Got you. And then you just call you Missy, stuck around in there.
Yes.
And then your tag, we're going to tag you on the podcast, but your tag, there's a number to it.
Yes, 421.
Is there a reason for that?
That's actually my birthday.
Oh, bet.
Yeah,
okay.
It's my birthday. So that way nobody can forget my birthday. If you have me on Instagram, there's no excuses.
So, yeah, because I don't know why I thought, like, it was weed related.
Like, everybody thinks that 420, especially because
420, that's what it is. Got it.
Especially because I am involved in the cannabis industry. So, it's like, no, that's actually my birthday, 421.
Oh, dope. And you're involved in the cannabis business?
Yes, absolutely.
How are you involved in that?
I've done a lot of promo work. I started maybe, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago. And just since then, from working with one company, I was very blessed with different opportunities that came my way. And it just started expanding, doing promo work, whether it's festivals, doing events, photo shoots. You name it.
Well, I guess let's back up a little bit. What is it that you do overall? What are your hustles? What are your grinds?
Oh, I have many hustles. I'm a woman of many talents, I feel like. Right now, I do model work. I do a little bit of acting. I do like a little like comedy skits here and there. I actually do accounting as well too. A lot of people don't know that I do accounting. Right. I try to keep my hands involved in everything that I can. And I've been blessed, thankfully, to get these certain opportunities, and I go with it.
Right. Okay, got you. Out of all those hustles that you have, all those jobs, what do you prefer? What's your long-term game?
Honestly, I just kind of recently got into acting. And for me, I feel like it's something that kind of came natural a little bit. Maybe, I have to definitely work on some things, but I felt comfortable with it. And just seeing something be created from nothing, I feel like it's such a cool feeling. And then especially, you see your hard work out there, and some people don't really realize how much time or how much even time editing things goes into it, maybe for even just a minute clip or something like that. Right. And it's just really neat to see your hard work being, published. I like it.
For sure. And you touched on the fact that a minute video, it takes a lot of work going into that minute video. Absolutely. Just work from time to filming it, editing, and then, I'm a female, so getting ready for it alone is, Right. That's true. There's a lot of work that goes into that. How did you end up going into this industry? How did you fall into the modeling part of it?
With the whole cannabis thing, I think that kind of got me started. When I was, I want to say maybe 19 years old, I attended one of the High Times Cannabis Cups, and it's a
huge show for people who don't know.
Yes, absolutely. It's a huge festival. And so we drove out. It was in like the Riverside area. And as we're walking around, my first time ever going to anything of that nature, as we're walking around, somebody had approached me and they're like, hey, one of our girls canceled. Do you think you're down to, would you be able to work? It's just a few hours. We'll pay you and we'll give you product. So I'm like, wait, I'm coming here to spend money. You're going to give me money and you're going to give me product? Like, okay, I'm in.
Run it.
And then being that I've always had different jobs as a kid. They liked my work ethic, that I had just that customer service aspect.
Right.
So they liked me. I continued to work with them. From working with them, fortunately, I was able to branch out and just work with, quite a few companies over the years.
That's dope. That's super dope. So literally started by you going to the event?
As a customer.
Yeah, as a customer, right?
Absolutely.
How did you hear about that festival? How did you hear about it?
was actually with a group of friends. I was just going, kind of support them. They wanted to go do that. I wasn't really even that interested. I do consume cannabis. However, at that time, not as much as I do now. So it was just kind of just to go for the experience. And it turned out well. I'm very glad that I went.
Yeah. And then obviously it evolves from, I would say, the promo aspect to the modeling aspect to you do videos as well, right?
Yes,
you do some acting?
Yes.
What are your videos focused on? Like, is it comedy sketches or is it reality shows? What is it exactly you doing?
So I have done quite a few like comedy skits online. There's been some more like serious ones too as well for just promoting brands or things like that, getting product out there. Recently I did do it was a cooking reality show.
That's dope.
It was Ceviche Rumble, so shout out to you guys.
That's sick.
And it was a lot of fun. It was my first experience doing like a reality show, even though we did kind of film the episodes, but everything was just like, oh my god, it was really a really cool experience.
So what was your role in that in there? You had to cook?
No.
Okay.
I was a taste tester, I wish. No, I was actually one of the ring girls because there was different rounds for that. And so that was my role.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay. When should we expect that?
You know what? They're working on editing it right now. I don't have an exact date. I know they're trying to get it published on Netflix and then trying to get it to the Food Network. So who knows?
Yeah, it might take a while. Yeah,
it takes time.
It takes time. How did that opportunity come up for you?
You know what? Social media.
Fact?
Social media. That's really what it was.
Social media. Let's touch on social media a little bit. Where's your following at right now?
You know what? I lost a lot of followers. I can't brag, but right now I think I just hit like 14.2k.
That's pretty good, dude. You know, they say the hardest is to get to even 10k. So they say that. So you hit that.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm in there. All right.
Yeah, you in there. You're about to take off. That's amazing. How were you able to grow your following? What was the things that worked for you?
For me, what I tell people that ask me these questions or how can they, grow their numbers, just be authentic, be real. People respect that and it's relatable. Like your personality, honestly, personality is everything. I tell girls, don't try to be something that you're not. Don't force it. Whatever's meant for you will always come. Right. If you're over here trying to, do the most or trying to, the term, what do they use? Clout. You're trying to get clout over just be you, right. Whatever's meant for you will always be. Right. Don't got to push it.
Facts. Such a G thing that you're just saying though. Like, and let's talk about your upbringing a little bit. Like, where did you grow up?
Oxnard, 805, born and raised.
805. Yo, by the way, is that the reason for the freeway 805 or no?
There's an 805 freeway?
You know what? I'm tripping. That's in Texas. I'm way off. My bad. I lived in Texas for a minute.
I know 101. That's our freeway.
You're like, that's next to the house. So you grew up out there?
Yes.
I think are you still out there?
Yeah, I still live in Oxnard as well.
Bet. How was it? Like, what type of household you grew up with? Brothers, sisters?
I have, technically I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. I grew up with one of my sisters and we're not too far apart in age. So it was great. I have my mother, my father. I grew up playing sports. All I really did was play sports as a kid. So just a very fast lifestyle, always from one sport to the next, traveling, different things like that. But I don't know.
What type of sports did you play?
I played softball, volleyball, basketball, and then in high school I wrestled for a little bit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sports.
Back to back all year round.
And this something that your parents were pushing on you, or this is something that you just naturally like, no, I want to play sports?
You know what? I think as a kid, because I have an older sister, so she played sports, so I was always around that. But more so, it was my parents pushing me to do this, which I'm so fortunate. I'm so glad that they did, because honestly, if I wasn't playing those sports, I probably would have gotten into trouble. I seen a lot of my peers make very poor decisions. And fortunate because I was always distracted after school or doing something. I was always busy.
Right.
I wasn't out getting involved in things that I shouldn't be in.
Right. Facts. Yeah, for sure. You're 90s baby, 80s baby? 95. Okay. So yeah, definitely during that era, there's a lot of gangster activities going on. I'm not from that area, but Orange County wise, I know, LA County, I know. During the 90s, at least, like there was an era went through where there was just a lot of cholos. And did you have that out there as well?
That's Oxnard, yeah. That's to this day, yeah. That's our culture out there.
Bet. That's dope. Are you involved by any chance in the Lowrider?
You know what? Growing up, my brother-in-law, he had an Impala, and then he had, what other car did he have? A Pontiac, I don't know, Grand Prix or something like that. Yeah. And so I would go to the shows with him, and to me, I thought that was like the coolest thing. And then he sold his cars, and I was heartbroken. But now that I'm older, I still appreciate it. I still have the love for it. In Oxnard, there's a road called Saviors. They do like a Saviors cruise here and there, usually like for Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that. But it's so neat to see all the different styles, all the uniques, and then you see people with their custom cars, custom this, custom that, and it's just like such a classic car.
A lot of love goes into building those cars too, right?
Absolutely.
And money.
That too.
yeah. It's hard to. It's like an upkeep too. You know what I mean? Like it's not something simple to keep, because those cars like don't run as fast and run in a different type of fuel. A lot of maintenance.
You know what? I actually was working and they had me drive. I don't even know what it was, to be honest with you, but it was like an older car. I didn't even know how to start it. I was like, my car's a push start. I don't even know how to start this right now.
Hilarious. Was it manual?
Yeah, it was manual. But even then, like switching it was just, oh my God.
Yeah,
we're so spoiled. Like my car, you just barely touch it and it goes. I'm like, oh my God. But it was neat though. It was cool to experience a different generation of a vehicle, because it's one thing to see it, but then it's one thing to sit in that driver's seat.
Right. And the bumps.
Yeah. Oh my God. The guy, because it was for a video shoot, he was so nervous when I was driving it. Yeah. He was literally like running.
Was it his car?
It was his car. Yeah.
That's why he was nervous. He's like, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, but nothing happened. It worked out well.
Dope. We talked about you doing modeling, right? Promos. You done videos?
Music videos. Yes, I've done a few here and there.
All right, bet. Any artists that you can mention or shout out?
Shout out to Cap G and YB. I did that one recently. You guys go check it out if you haven't already.
Shout out to y'all for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Go show them some love.
All right, what was the videos? What was the concept of the videos?
It's called Drip, so it's kind of like an ice cream idea going on. It's really fun, honestly. There are a lot of fun colors, a lot of beautiful girls. I mean, it's just a fun like summer vibe video.
Facts. And how was the casting for that? Is that something they reached out through social media as well?
Social media. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, I feel like social media low key is kind of like I forgot the name of this damn app, but it's LinkedIn. You familiar with LinkedIn?
Yes, absolutely.
And when I say social media, I meant Instagram. Like, I feel like Instagram is the new era of LinkedIn when it comes to that kind of industry.
The entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Right? I completely agree, because you have access to so many people through that app. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it.
Right. What year, if you remember, you came into Instagram?
I want to say maybe like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
I don't even know the year. Like.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I'm just thinking like high school, because that's when I graduated.
Oh, okay. Got you. There you go. You're like, all right, that's when it happened. Prior to that, did you ever fall under like using like Facebook, or did you have MySpace?
Oh yeah, I was all up on the MySpace days. I mean, my mom didn't let me have one, but I still made one anyways. It was great.
Facts? Yeah. Did you decor your wall?
Oh, of course. You put all the little codes in there. You have to have like a pop-in playlist when people view your stuff. So I mean, presentations, everything.
How did you go about like was it 5 favorites or 3 favorites? You know, your friend?
I remember that, yeah.
How did you select those friends though?
You know what? I don't even remember, but what I do remember is my sister, like my blood sister, me and her got into an argument because she wasn't my number one. So I'm sorry, Jess, if you see this right now. We were kids. It was just a mistake. But I clearly remember that. She was upset.
No, I think a lot of people were. Like, you know, if you didn't put them in that list, it was a question of why they didn't make it to the list.
Why is she before me, you know?
Right. I do feel, though, that each social media we've gone through, whether it's MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, well, I don't know, I could just keep going. But they're all different, right?
Yeah, they're all unique in their own way.
Yeah. What happened to MySpace? I don't even remember what happened to that.
Facebook took over. And then once Instagram came, Facebook died. Instagram took over. And I feel like Instagram's just holding the crown right now.
Yeah, there's TikTok, right?
Oh, yeah.
You do TikTok or no?
You know what? I have a TikTok. My niece made me one. I just don't get it, though. It's just, I can't remember those dances. She tried to teach me. I'm not, like, I thought I could do it. I thought it looked easy. No, that takes practice. And then even, like, you have to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you have to, like, edit it and hold all these little things. And, like, I don't know. The ones that we've done, she did everything.
Right.
But other than that, the only way I can do TikToks as if my niece helps me.
How old is your niece?
She's 14.
Yeah, you see, my little cousin is 14, and that's exactly what happened. I'm not in TikTok. I don't even think I have an account, but she's the one that when the first did it, I was like, I want to get involved, right? And she was teaching me a dance, which took like fucking 30 minutes, and it was like a 30-second dance. It wasn't even that long, you know what I mean?
See, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. I mean, she edited, I don't know what type of motion she built into it, and it's crazy. But these kids are so smart, and that's their era. I feel like that's their shit. Like TikTok is
that's their generation, for sure.
Do you know if TikTok was ever like, I know there was a talk about being restricted at one point here. Do you know if that ever went through?
You know what? I remember hearing that. However, I mean, people still use TikTok, so I'm assuming it.
This is, I don't follow any, like, TikTok is not an app I have. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Not like I look at it. Like a lot of people tell me like, yo, go into it and you get entertained. And I tried it, but I deleted it because low key, there's no entertainment for me at least.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? I feel like TikTok low key is showing up on Instagram, and that's how I see TikTok. You know
all the videos or the different little things they have.
Right. For sure. Going back a little bit over like building your following, you know, being authentic, like you mentioned. Is there any techniques you use to gain more followers?
You just have to stay active. Leave comments, you know, find your group of friends, support your friends, let that be a mutual thing. Just stay active, keep posting, post this, and honestly, videos. I feel like videos get the most interactions because you're able to show more personality versus a picture. So I tell everybody, you know, post as many videos as you can. Don't be embarrassed if nobody likes them. Regardless, you're still going to get views. I have videos where they get 12, 17, 16,000 views, but they only have like 1,000 likes.
That's true.
And so it's like, okay, well, regardless, they're watching.
Yes, they're playing. Playing. How's your DM look, though? It can't be dry. Come on, Missy. We know your DM is not dry.
I don't know. I mean... you want to know what's really cool?
Talk to me.
You can restrict accounts. Have you done that yet?
No. I blocked people though.
Oh, okay.
I'm easy to block. Oh my God. Block.
Don't deal with it. See that too.
Well, but what do you mean restrict accounts? What does that even mean?
For example, say you were messaging me and I didn't want you to message me. But I can restrict your account so I don't get anything from you. It's great.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool.
I got to teach you. It's great.
Yeah, you got to teach me for sure. Yeah, there's a few accounts.
Right?
Don't ever talk to me.
Right? So that way you don't have to block them. They don't get salty. But then they're like, oh, she's busy. She's not responding, you know? Yeah. But really, I just don't see your stuff anymore.
That's crazy. The thing that I've learned recently, one of my boys was teaching me this, is and maybe it has to do with what you just mentioned, but it's like if you don't want to see certain people's stories or posts or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you can go into their account and you can block.
You can mute them.
That's what it is. Mute them. Yeah. And I thought, I was like, that's so good because like I'm a big believer that I like to see things that entertain me, but not like a lot of negativity. You know how there's people on social media that just show a lot of emotion, and it's always like they're having a bad day or they're talking a lot of shit about whatever it is, and I'm just like, yo, I hate looking at this. Like it's a waste of my brain. So anyways, he's like, nah, bro, you can just take them off. You won't see them. I'm like, cool, teach me how to do that. So I love doing that. Going back to the DMs though. So first of all, let me ask you a question. Has it ever gone from the DM to actually like a date?
To a date? No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
That's creepy. Okay. Are you in a relationship or are you single?
I am not in a relationship right now.
No entanglements?
No entanglements.
What did you think about that word though? Jada Smith, I think.
You know what? She's just slick with it. I honestly, she's just slick with it. She did exactly what a guy did, but she used a different term.
That's exactly what I said.
Literally. And so, and people took it. They accepted it. So it's like, you know what?
Do you remember seeing the video though? Do you remember seeing the video? No. Of Will Smith and her?
You know what? I watched pieces of it. I didn't watch the full clip.
Do you remember when Will Smith is like, no, you were in a relationship with him?
No, I didn't see that part, no.
She kept saying entanglement, right? And he kept like respectfully, you know what I mean? Telling her like, no, that's a relationship.
Like, no, you cheated, girl. Yeah. That's not entanglement. You cheated.
Right.
Poor Will.
Cheating. Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes. I've been in 3 relationships. 2 of them I was cheated on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why do you think? And by the way, this doesn't just happen to you. It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, it happened to Beyonce, guys. Come on. Like, it's not you. It's not you.
Queen Bee, for sure. Why do you think it's so common?
Because I feel like we live in a generation where everything is so accessible, and even more so, people in a sense are kind of greedy. They always want something better, or not even necessarily better, just something different.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like honestly, it's a personal issue. I feel like there's something. I even feel like cheating is kind of an insecurity.
Okay.
For me, it's just like you're doing something that's unnecessary. Maybe you're doing something to feed your ego.
Right.
And so for me, I don't know. I'm too nice. I don't think I could cheat. If I cheated on somebody, I'd probably go tell them right away. Be like, oh my God, I did this. But yeah, just don't cheat, guys. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts people's feelings.
Yeah,
I think
that's not very nice.
Don't be in a relationship if that's what you're about.
Yeah.
Right? You mentioned you were in 3 relationships?
Yes.
What do you think are like some good advice for relationships to work out long term?
Communication is key, and even just being able to express yourself calmly without starting a fight or anything. Just if somebody does something, if your partner does something that upsets you, communicate it. Do it in a respectful manner. Hey, I didn't appreciate when you did this, so on and so forth. Whatever the scenario is, just communicate it. And it goes for both partners, guy and girl, whatever it is. Communication is key.
Facts.
That's all.
Yeah, I think communication is key, even if you're not in a relationship, like just a friendship, period.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like a lot of times I've seen it where, somebody's upset, but they're not saying why. And you don't really, there's a vibe there for sure, but you don't really understand what's going on. And all of a sudden, like, let's say 2 weeks or 3 months down the line, they blow up.
Yeah.
And they bring up some shit happened 3 months ago, and you're like, yo.
I didn't even know a thing was wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know I did that wrong. Or I didn't know that you didn't like that. Like, so yeah, communication is definitely key. How long have you been single?
A little over a year now.
Okay, so that's pretty long. I mean,
yeah.
In a sense of like, I feel like a year, it gives you enough time to like figure your shit out. Meaning, you know how there's people that jump from relation to relationship.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
No, I get you.
How has the single scene been for you?
Honestly, it's given me time to really focus on myself and the things that I want to do. Not saying that I never did that before, but more so just invest all my energy towards myself and my family. And I feel like, I don't know, I have a lot of friends. My friends keep me busy. Right. Even then, work keeps me busy. I'm always up to something, so I don't have a lot of free time. The free time that I do have, I'm like, okay, well, I have to go handle like real life things. I got to do this. I got to do that. So, I mean, really, I don't.
Have you gone on dates?
No, nobody really interests me.
No?
No.
So what is your criteria of a man that would interest you?
Just be nice.
Be
genuine. Be nice. Don't be a liar. Just be like clean. I don't know. Like, it's just, honestly, I feel like being in the industry that I am, a lot of guys have a certain ego, and to me, I don't want to deal with that. I don't like that.
And when you say ego, what do you mean? Like ego in a sense of what? Like ego in a sense of like overconfident, ego in a sense of like...
See, confidence is great. Everybody should be confident. However, you shouldn't have to brag about yourself to be confident. I remember there was one time like years ago, I had gone out with this guy, and literally, okay, it's good to talk about yourself, get to know each other, but all he did was talk and brag about himself, which is great. You have great accomplishments, good for you, but we're not even like having a conversation. You're just talking, and I'm sitting here like, okay, all right, that's cool,
Yo, you really just stay quiet and hurt him out?
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck, what time is it? Like, oh my God. Somebody text my friends, call me, it's an emergency, tell me I have to go, like, get me out of here.
That is hilarious, bro. I've had a situation like that though, like where I actually text my mother and I'm like, Mom, call me and tell me there's an emergency because I gotta go. My thing was that the vibe wasn't there. Like, I felt really awkward. Have you been in a really awkward situation where you're just like...
I don't think so.
Then you do a great job at screening. Like, you screen people well.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have time to waste. And even then, I don't really have patience. Like, I don't know. I don't want to deal with... You don't have a lot of patience? I guess not.
What zodiac sign are you?
I'm a Taurus. I'm the boss sign.
Oh, yeah. All right, relax. I'm a Virgo. I'm just saying, like, chill, Mr. Taurus.
That's what it says. We're the bossy bull.
You are. You guys are. You guys, for sure. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's why you don't take it. I feel like Taurus people, or at least the traits of it, you guys don't take shit. Like that. You have no patience for that, at least.
Yeah, I just don't like to. For me, like we were talking about, I'm big on energy.
Right, facts.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but for the most part, you are the energy you put out.
Facts.
It's so easy to have a bad day.
Facts.
It takes more energy to look at the positive side of things. So I'm a very optimistic person.
Love that.
And I don't like dealing with negative attitudes because for me, that's draining. Your energy is going to come onto me and then now I'm having a bad day.
Right. Bet. I testify to that. You know what I'm saying? Without going into details, she's speaking facts. COVID. So tell me, what were you doing? Where were you at when this whole COVID just broke out?
So when it broke out, well, actually me and my cousin were planning a trip to Disneyland, like literally, and we were talking about it. And it was the next like week. It was a week before because we had already planned it for whatever. We had like our tickets, we got the hotels. We were gonna stay there for like a few days. I always go to Disneyland, so that's like the thing to do.
Okay.
And we were debating because she has small children. So we were debating, okay, is it safe enough for them to go? Like, what do you think?
Right.
And I was telling her, okay, Disneyland's always going to be there. We can go another time.
Right.
We were just, contemplating going back and forth. Well, literally that same day, then that's when they shut everything down. And so it's just like, I mean, we've never experienced anything like this. Nobody even like our grandparents, they never had anything like that in their generation.
Yep.
So I just didn't even know what to expect. For me, having high anxiety, I was like, oh my God, we got to do this. We got to do that. We got to prepare for this. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a very serious thing, but not knowing what the outcome will be, that puts a lot of fear into anybody's head.
Facts. Did you go by yourself, with your family, with friends to the grocery store to get, food?
You know what? I did stock up on a lot of stuff. So thankfully, in that sense, I was taken care of. My grandparents at the time, we would be shopping for them just, so they didn't have to come out of the house.
Smart.
But for the most part, I was taken care of. I was able to find the things that I needed. I mean, it was crazy, though, having to go to the store at like 6 a.m. in the morning or being limited to certain things you can get. I mean, thankfully, I had a friend of a friend who they had a connection at one of like the grocery stores in town. So I was taken care of, fortunately.
Good for you. Did you deal with the toilet paper issue?
And thankfully, I didn't. I didn't have no issues. I was taken care of too. I'm telling you, everything I had to plug. So if you guys need a plug,
there you go. Hit up Missy. That's what's up. Okay, I might hit you up. Hopefully this COVID thing goes away. I mean, I don't know if we're towards the end, but I feel we definitely are learning how to live with it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The whole going to a restaurant, and now a restaurant, at least in downtown, if you're trying to go to a restaurant, you have to make reservations.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's not reservations that necessarily you say like, let's go tomorrow. It's reservations. Some of the places you're like weeks out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The only restaurants I would say that are not necessarily like you have to make reservations, like mostly like fast food. But if you want like a lounge or just something nice, yeah, you're not making it.
In advance
everything's super booked.
Oh.
Now, in regards of the opportunities that happened during COVID, as far as work opportunities, how did that play out? Was there a few months where nothing was happening and you were, staying low, or?
You know what? The first couple months, I personally just took the time off. I was, we didn't know what to expect. My sister, there's small children in my family. I don't want to put anybody else at risk. And so I did take a few months off. I want to say maybe like July, August. I started to take bookings again, and just very cautious though. A lot of the places, thankfully, they would either test us or they would like screen certain people for different signs. So for the most part, I felt like it was okay. They're trying to regulate it. Still skeptical, but at least they're doing their part.
Right. When you talk about testing, like you literally had to take the test?
Not right then and there, but there would be some places where they wanted you to take a test prior, even showing up before showing up on set, but not too many required that.
Okay, yeah. And do you know of any situations close to you that either got COVID or went through any situation relating to COVID?
Nobody personally with me, fortunately, very fortunate, but I did have a friend that his family, well, not him directly, but like cousins and stuff, they had caught it and they were really, really sick for a while.
Are they okay now?
No, yeah, everybody's okay. Everybody recovered, thankfully, but it was definitely intense.
So what's your view or your opinion on COVID? What do you think about COVID?
Okay, don't get me wrong. COVID is real. It is a very serious thing. Take all precautions while you can, however you can. Do your part, wear your mask, clean your hands. Regardless, you should be washing your hands, but maybe wash them a little bit extra. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's way more to it than what they're telling us.
Right.
But at this point, just be cautious.
Do you feel that it was man-made, or do you feel that this is something that just came out of the blue, I guess?
You know what? The fact that it traveled so quickly all over the world, I feel like it could possibly be man-made. I wish I really knew all the answers. But it's just, there's so many things that they don't tell us, or they tell you what they want you to know. Right.
So now that you're living with COVID, do you feel that has stopped you from opportunities and things, or you feel it's just...
You know what? Not really. I feel like the first couple months, I just kind of took that personal decision to step back and step away from everything. But I was still getting opportunities, still getting, requests for bookings. I was still getting contacted, but I was declining those offers. Just, play it safe.
Right.
But then, like I mentioned, like July, August, I was like, okay, I'll take some that I feel like are what's the term I'm looking for, that are a little bit more cautious, or I'll just play it smart, not being in big crowds of people, or whether it was an outside venue, things like that. But no, I mean, it really, honestly, I'm very blessed, very fortunate that it did not affect me.
Cool. That's what's up. When it comes to your goals and objectives, like what, I know you have a lot when it relates to hustling. You got different avenues that you're making money through.
Thank you.
But what's your plan? What are you trying to do?
Man, I want to just take over. I'm just kidding. No, for me, I'm a big people's person, honestly. And for me, I've been in places and situations where I've been able to help people. And it's just, to me, it's like the neatest thing. It's the coolest thing, because I know what it's like to need help. And just that little extra thing, sometimes little extra here and there. I mean, I've had girls where I would hire them. I do a lot of hiring for different things, because sometimes I'll get contacted and I'm busy myself, but I have like a team of girls where I will contact them. And even in the cannabis industry, I would used to hire girls. I remember this one girl in particular. She literally started crying to me, and she was like, thank you, I'm able to pay my rent this month, like I appreciate this. And to me, like, it was like, oh my god, like even just talking about it now, like to me that was just the coolest feeling, because little things like that, you never know how much you're really helping somebody.
That's dope. So your end goal is to just help people, is what you're saying?
I always say I want to be able to provide opportunities to others. The way that I get presented with these opportunities, one day I want to be in that position to, like, okay, look here, kind of honestly, like, like how Adam Sandler, how he made it and then he put all his homies on.
Yes,
to me,
bro.
I love that. And that's what I tell my friends too, like, and then a lot of my friends too, they are like my little team. Like, we all work together, we all do things, here and there. One of my good friends, Rihanna, shout out to Rihanna, shout out to the homegirl Riri. She does amazing makeup. And so, things like that. If I have a photo shoot, she helps me, she'll do my hair, my makeup. She's phenomenal. She's great at what she does. And then vice versa, if there's things that I can help with on her side, I do my part. I do what I can.
But are you thinking like you're gonna open, like, I don't know, like a management agency, or what? How do you feel that
I want to do it all?
You want to do it all?
Because right now I do, in a sense, kind of have my own little like booking group that I have. It's not official. I don't have a name for it or anything, but it is established. People that are close to me, they know, like, hey, if I need girls for video, I can hit up Missy. If I need people for this, hit up Missy.
Right.
So I have that already, kind of going. But for me, I want to open up businesses. I want to own as much land that I can. I mean, there's just so many opportunities, so many different things. Man, where do I start?
You say you want to own land?
Yeah, I want to own a couple of houses. I want to own wedding venues, because
tell me why.
Because you make so much money on one day. You can make like $5,000-$10,000 on one wedding. It's like you get 7 days a week, all weddings. Look, there you go, you're set right there. Yeah. So like things like that, like, I don't know, honestly, and even something kind of silly that I tell people, I want to own laundromats. Everybody washes their clothes. So it's like that business is never going away.
Right.
What else, man? There's so many different things. My mind's crazy. I think of the most random things.
How is your thinking process? Like,
it's crazy.
Are you always thinking?
Yeah. The way that I explain my mind to people. So think of it like this. There's like 100 people on treadmills right now, and they're just running, and everybody's running at different paces because they got different ideas, different things going on. And that's kind of where my downfall is, because I feel like I have so much going on. I don't always put that energy towards one thing, and it's kind of just mixed here and there. So I'm working on that, but there's just, I get all these ideas. Everything pops up.
What do you do? Because I feel like you got a lot going on, which is great, by the way. Well, what do you do in a sense of, like, when it comes to stress? Like, what type of hobbies or do you work out? What is it that you do?
Well, I do boxing and MMA, so I feel like for me, that's like a really good stress reliever. And I mean, I love it. To me, it's fun. I go every day at 5 a.m. or I try to go every
day.
Okay, maybe not every day. I'm lying. I usually try to do like 3 to 4 days a week.
It's a lot still, though.
I don't know. I like it. For me, I'm up early. My energy is good.
Did you go this morning?
I did.
Yo,
yeah.
You're super awake. That's crazy.
See, but it's just, I don't know. For me, it's a great stress reliever. There's a lot of benefits from doing it. And then also, too, I tell females, like, every female should know how to defend herself. So I try to encourage all my friends, like, hey, come with me. Go work out with me. Like, let's go boxing today. Let's go do, like, I just started doing MMA maybe like 3 months ago. So I'm learning to do like all the little kicks and elbows and stuff. So that's exciting. I like that stuff.
That's cool. How long have you been doing kickboxing?
Well, I've done boxing maybe for a little less than 2 years now. And then I just started doing like kickboxing, like MMA stuff, maybe 3 months.
And which one do you like more?
I feel like boxing is a little bit more natural, but I like doing the MMA because it's a challenge.
Okay.
It's something where like my muscle memory is not there yet. And so it kind of like, even like today, like little things, like I tell my trainers like, okay, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Correct me, yell at me. I don't care. Like I want to perfect this.
Right.
And so to me, it's just, I like the challenge.
Right. But first of all, growing up, were you a fighter?
No, I mean, I got into a couple fights, nothing like excessive. I think the normal.
The normal?
Yeah.
And what is the normal?
Like a couple here and there. Nothing crazy.
Fist fights?
Well, yeah. How else do you fight?
Well, I don't know. It could be like, I don't pull any hair. I don't know.
Oh no, don't touch my hair. But no, I haven't been in like a lot. Like a couple, like probably like 3 or 4, not a lot.
And do you remember what it was about? Was it like a staring situation, or was like you messed with my man? Or?
Oh no, never like that. I would not fight over a guy. The most recent one I got in, this was like years ago. It was out in Santa Barbara, and of course, like, you know, you're at a party, everybody's drinking, and I remember these girls, there's like a little like dance off, like, you know, everybody's dancing, and then all of a sudden, like, these girls like were trying to call me out. So like, you know, okay, there's got some alcohol in your system, you got your confidence up, so like we started like whatever, and then somehow one of the girls got close to me and pushed me. So I was like, okay, drunk Melissa was like, oh hell no, you know. So then I started fighting both of them, and then that was that. Yeah, we got kicked out. Nothing happened. One of the girls had a big knot on her head. I was fine. Nobody touched me.
You fought both of them?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You fucking, was it Mike Tyson or what?
That's my favorite fighter, actually, that you say that. But I don't know. I mean, I grew up playing a bunch of sports. I was always with the boys. I have guy cousins. I was always fighting, always wrestling with them. So for me, that's like the things that are natural to me.
Got you. As an adult, have you gotten in fights?
No, that's not cute. That's childish.
For sure.
There's no reason for adults to be fighting unless like somebody like really touches me. Maybe I would fight them, but I don't care. Don't ruin my hair. I'm not gonna mess up my nails over you. Like, I don't, you know, it's not that big of a deal.
All right. Before COVID, any partying? How was your life before COVID?
Before COVID, honestly, I never really went out or partied or anything like that. But funny that you mentioned that. Prior to COVID, me and one of my friends, we would go out, like, there's like a little spot, you know, back home. And we would go out maybe like once every week or so, or once every couple weeks, and we would just like go dancing, just me and her. We would just have fun. And to me, like how I mentioned, I never really did anything like that. It was like a whole new world. I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. Like, why didn't I ever go out before, you know?
So you've never gone out? So
not much.
Like partying wise?
I'm not really like, I don't know. That's not really my scene. I don't like people bumping into me. I don't like people getting sloppy, things like that. Don't get me wrong, like at this day and age, I've kind of ventured out a little bit more.
Right.
Where before, it really didn't interest me.
Got it. What about traveling?
I love to travel.
Yeah? What are some of the cool places you've been?
Nowhere yet, but I would love to travel.
It sounded like you've been like quite a few places.
No, you know what?
I love to travel. Oh, okay. Where have you been?
No, honestly, I haven't. Oh, man.
Well, tell me you've gone to Rosarito.
You know what? Okay, I went this year, but everything was closed.
So you went during COVID?
Yeah.
You're crazy. So you decided to go to Rosarito during COVID.
Well, it wasn't my idea. It was one of my friends. She had to go for something, so I just went for the car ride.
AKA surgery, I'm sure.
Yeah, she got a BBL, okay, guys? She got a BBL.
That's what Rosarito. Well, never Rosarito, but TJ's known for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was the supportive friend that drove her.
That's what's up.
I mean, everything was closed. We walked around on the beach, but there's nothing to do.
Yeah. I want to say I've gone during COVID. I think I did. But no, you know what? No, it's my friends. My friends, they're the ones that gone, and that's what I'm thinking. And but I saw like Papa's and Beer was popping and shit like that.
They opened recently. I think.
So that's what it was.
Yeah, because I went maybe in like May or June.
So March. So you went like 2 months after it was fully active. So yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, they probably were all closed.
Yeah, I know everything was shut down for sure. Restaurants, everything.
Yeah. Okay, since you haven't traveled, have you gone to Vegas, by the way?
Yeah, but the thing with Vegas, I've gone multiple times, but I've never gone out in Vegas. Like every time I go, it's just work related.
Oh shit.
So I've been there. I've walked through the casinos. I've never been to like a club or like a bar or anything of that nature in Vegas, but I've been there.
Right. Well, at least you can say you've been there.
Right.
I mean, you looked at casinos in the Strip, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. What are some cool places, or just in general, what are some places you would like to travel?
That I would like to travel?
Yeah, you'd like to travel.
Honestly, I would like to go to Greece. That's definitely on my bucket list.
When you say Greece, this is where all those houses are white.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, that's dope.
See, I have like a little bit of Greek in me, so I'm like, okay, I would like to go see that side, and I don't know, just learn different things. I would like to see it all. I can't say that I like one place in particular if I haven't seen it all, you know?
Where were you born here, by the way?
I was born here,
Okay,
yes.
What about your parents?
My mother and father were born here. My dad's parents, he's like third generation. I don't know if it's third or fourth. His mother was born here, but her parents came from Mexico. I don't know what part, unfortunately. They have all.
But it's Mexico, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
My father is full Mexican. My mother, she is Greek and Native American.
Oh shit! Oh, dope. That's a cool mix.
Mm-hmm.
You speak Spanish?
Not fluent. It's horrible. It's bad. I can get my point across, but you're gonna laugh.
That's cool, though. That's cool. Any plans of family in the near future?
You know what? Whatever's meant to be will always happen. I'm not pressing the issue. I'm not concerned about it. What's for me will always be.
Cool. Things that you haven't done but you want to do, whatever that may be. Whether it's work with an artist or whether it's open something up.
You know what? There's actually something that I'm working on right now. I don't want to speak on it too much. It's something that I want to launch myself. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I feel like every female should have. And I'm very big on, as a woman, as a female in general, you need to be able to protect yourself, especially in today's day and age. So I'm gonna want to touch too much on it, but it's in that department for sure.
All right, so you're working on it.
Yes, working on it.
Can we? Is it 6 months we're gonna see? Like how long before we see that?
Probably at least I want to say give it maybe 2 months or so.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, because everything's all set. It's just a couple little more details that have to be picked up. But the thing is, I was working on it, but then COVID started, and then honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of discouraged me.
Right.
And so it's just like I don't know if this is the right time to do this, or just all those different thoughts go through your head.
Yeah. No, I can imagine. Now, growing up, is there anything you felt like, okay, like I want to be that when I grow up? Or like, how did you transition from like being, I don't want to use the word normal, but just like a normal lifestyle to going into this whole modeling thing? We understand how you got the opportunity and your foot in the door, but like, did you see yourself doing this as a kid?
Honestly, I never did. When I was a kid, I've always been very business savvy.
Right.
If there was like a house party, I would set up a little table and I would literally charge people to use the restroom because I wanted money. And little things like that, or if I knew my nieces were coming over, I knew my sister would give them money, so I would sell them my toys. And so like just things like that, I've always been very business savvy, I would say. And then as I got older, just different things, you start thinking in bigger pictures. Okay, I could do this. I had a hair extension company for a little bit. That went well. Just different things. I try to get involved with whatever I can.
So you opened like a hair extension business?
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
How long ago was this?
This was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. It was great, but just I felt like I needed to venture out a little bit more.
I feel like a lot of people might not know this, but hair is a big ass business. I think it's $1 billion business.
It's a great industry to be in.
Yeah. Did you end up closing it down or what happened?
You know what? I ended up closing it down for just personal reasons at the time. But funny that we're talking about it because I'm actually working on relaunching that again too well. Yeah, no, because the thing is with that business was great. It was great.
Yeah, you definitely should. At one point I was looking to open a hair business.
No, you should.
Because I did my research and it's crazy how much
women pay a lot of money
involved when it comes to hair. That's amazing though. That's really, really cool. You definitely should do that. That's what's up. Any other crazy cool projects that you want to get yourself into? I know you want to do it all, but anything specific that you're targeting?
You know what? I like stepping out of the box. I like trying new things. Now that I've gotten a little bit of a taste of the acting scene, I have a few other. I did an auto body commercial recently, and that it turned out very well. I was so nervous, but it turned out phenomenal. So it worked out great. And then that same company, he has other businesses because it turned out so well. He wants to do other commercials as well. So I have those. I have like a Michelada commercial that I'm going to be doing next week. So I think, I don't know. Like,
do you remember the Michelada company?
The Gold Michiko.
Okay, got you.
So shout out to you guys.
I think I know one of the dudes. Oh my god, I can't remember. High Tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He's a little G, man. The kid's been in the industry for a minute. I can't wait. Hopefully that he has a huge breakthrough in his music industry.
No, I don't know him personally, but I follow him and his girlfriend on social media, and they're just their vibe, their energy. Like they're like you said, like what you watch, you pick up that energy. And for me, like they're just cool people. I don't know them, but the vibe that I get from them, I'm like, all right.
I met him once, just to be clear.
Oh, okay.
One of his closest friends, though, I do do follow on social media. But the day I met him, yeah, he's cool vibes, man. Really, really cool.
That energy.
Just genuine people, you know, genuine people you want to. And again, his close friend, he's such a dope dude. He's a producer, so shout out to you. But yeah, anyways, that's dope, man. That's coming up. That's sick. I feel like that's gonna be like your next phase. It's just gonna be acting.
I know, I really like that scene, and I feel like even that, how I mentioned I did one of those commercials recently, it was my first one, and the guy that one of the guys I was working with, he was just like, honestly, everything that I did was in one scene and it was it. There's few maybe like, okay, we'll do this again because of the lighting, or we'll do this because of the sound, but even he was like, hey, you know, like, you killed it. And, you know, I feel like personally, we're our biggest critics.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you second guess yourself, or you're like, oh no, I could have done this. I could have said this better. But I mean, it turned out well.
Did you have to remember lines or no?
The thing is, a lot of the stuff that I do, it's just kind of like key points that are going to be included, and then the rest is improv.
Okay, got you. How was it your first time you did that? Like actually learning the process? Were you like nervous about it, or?
Yes, the first time I ever did like a comedy skit was local back in town. There's a few other influencers that had contacted me, and it was just funny stuff. He had a girlfriend at the time, and we would just do like funny videos. And so little by little, each video that we did, you get more comfortable. You get, okay, well, you know, it sounds better when you do this, or, you know, your voice, different things. So you learn as you go as well.
Facts. You say you play sports, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. Are you into sports?
Go Dodgers. Shout out to the Dodgers.
That's where I was going.
Series.
Yeah, that was a big deal, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh.
Downtown was lit. Where were you when you were watching? Did you watch the game first of all?
Of course. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. The first half I didn't watch, because I was like, okay, I can't do this. Like, if they're gonna upset me right now, like, I love my Dodgers, win or lose. I'm a Dodgers fan, ride or die. I don't care. But sometimes the things they do gets me a little upset, and so I'm just like, I can't watch this today. There's too much. I can't watch this. But then I could hear the TV, the projector, whatever. I had it on, but I wasn't watching it. And I'm like, okay, we're winning. All right. So I watched the second half, and
well, that's good. Great. You saw the second half, because I think it started, and I didn't watch the game, but I kept checking on the status, and I believe it was in the sixth ending. But prior to that, they were losing by one. Yeah. So
that's why I was nervous. I was like, you know, I'm not watching this. I'm not gonna deal with this today.
Yeah, but I have a lot of friends that are Dodger fans. I didn't grow up with baseball, so I'm not huge on baseball. But obviously, being in LA and obviously the Dodgers being in the World Series, so that's pretty dope. So shout out to the Dodgers, man. Y'all do your thing.
Yes.
And the fact that they win there like 3 years in a row, right? And they lost is just crazy.
That's why I was so traumatized. I'm like, no, you guys keep playing with my emotions.
Yo, I was scared. I was just like, man, I hope. But the fact that we're up, though, I mean, in sense of games, I thought that was a good thing. But yeah, when they started, I was just, I can't believe these fucking kids are gonna end up losing. Like, I was low-key upset. But yeah, that was. So what happened? They won with family, friends.
I was watching it with my family. Like I mentioned, that Road and Saviors back home, it was cracking. I'm definitely probably not like downtown LA. It's not that big of a city. Plus, there was like a lot of cops. They were regulating everything.
Of course.
But
here too.
Yeah.
Here they're trying to like arrest people. It's the most. We already got COVID. Like, let us celebrate something. You know what I mean?
But no, it was a lot of fun. Everybody's just honking their horns, yelling, waving their flags and stuff. I mean, there was like a banda and stuff. Like it's Oxnard. We get it cracking.
Sure.
But it was fun. Not a lot of people. Maybe probably 1,000 the most. But it was fun. Good vibes. I took my niece and I told her, all right, come on, we're gonna go for a cruise. And so we just maybe for 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, we were out there. But just that vibe, that energy.
That's dope. Do you believe in numerology?
In a sense, yes. For me, I'm very big on numbers. If I see something, I'll add it up, I'll divide it, whatever it is. There's always a hidden message, I feel like.
Right. So you definitely believe in it then.
Yeah.
If you're doing math, you're already So did you see what happened between the Dodgers and the Lakers?
Kobe.
That's crazy.
Kobe.
Isn't that insane though?
You know what? When I seen that, even I was like, okay,
it's too much though. Like, come on. Like, even people don't believe in it. I believe in it, but even people, like, come on.
Well, it's like how they have what is it, like the angel numbers?
Angel numbers, yeah.
See, I was never really big on that till, I experienced a few losses, and then I would see these frequent numbers or different little signs, and I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever.
Right.
And then I remember I started Googling them because I would see people, post this, post that. And I'm like, okay, well, let me Google this. And then I can't remember the exact number. Well, one time in particular, I had looked up something, and at that moment, it just made sense. There was no way. I was just like, dang, this is too spot on for me not to believe.
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean with this. Like, even people don't believe it. The fact that it equals 24 is just insane, and the whole situation situation with COVID is a sad situation because it's really tragic. You know, the fact that we didn't just lose him and Gigi, we lost other people in the helicopter. What were you doing when you got the news?
You know what? I had just got out of church. Ooh. And I had got an update, and even then, like, you know, you get like these random spam messages. I was with my sister. I'm like, you see this right now? Look, they're saying Kobe died in a car crash right here, you know, not car crash, in a helicopter crash. She's like, no, like, I got it too. Like, look, you know, then, you know, social media, everything hits social media. I'm like, oh my God, like, it's so sad. It's so unfortunate. Especially as there's so many young people on that, and oh man, yeah, just it's very sad.
Hard.
Yeah,
it was definitely hard. Yeah. I was at home, and one of my boys, he hit me up, and I want to say I was sleeping low key, like, or I was doing something, because I remember I was really distracted, and then I couldn't believe it's true. I turned on the TV and just seeing that news. I still couldn't believe it, to be honest. Even looking at the helicopter, because they covered the helicopter right away. I'm like, yo, that just can't be it. I mean, they didn't confirm it right away, because I don't think they could recognize the body. It was just the theory that the airplane took off and they never checked back in, and they're assuming it was, you know, that kind of thing.
Everything added up.
Yeah, but that's tough. Have you ever, in your lifespan, had a tragic situation happen to you?
Quite a few, yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah, quite a few.
Anything we can speak of?
I'd rather not.
It's tough, right?
Yeah.
But when you experienced that, what are the things that you did to overcome that situation?
Honestly, you just have to stay busy. I like what I tell people, because a lot of people will use the term like, oh, just get over it. And I tell people it's not something that you get over. It's something that you get through.
Facts.
Those emotions don't go away. You just learn to deal with them.
Facts.
And so I think that's where it stemmed from me being optimistic. If I wanted to have a bad day, it's so easy. It takes more effort for me to see the positive in things.
Do you feel life is short?
Life is very short.
Exactly.
You know, absolutely. Like, I don't have kids, but my nieces, my nephews, they're little babies, and all of a sudden they're taller than me. It's like, oh my God, where does time go?
Flies. If you can evaluate 2020, what would be the rating? What would you say about it?
Let's see, 2020. I'm not going to give it 5 stars exactly. I'm going to give it 4 just because the Dodgers won the World Series. It would have been 5 if the world would have been normal because of the World Series. But with the whole COVID and stuff, it knocks it down.
It shifted a little bit, right?
Absolutely. Because, I mean, everything was just so unplanned. And even at this point, like, we really don't even know what is happening. I know I had read something where they expect things to be somewhat normal by fall of 2021. Like, damn, that's a year, you know?
It's a whole year, yeah. If the vaccine comes out, right? Or when it comes out, because I'm sure it's coming out. When it comes out, are you going to be taking the vaccine?
I don't think so. Even right now, I'm like flu shots, things like that, I'm not a fan of.
Is there a reason why you're not a fan of it?
Our immune system does its job. If you're healthy, you take care of yourself, you don't need to worry. Like, look, wasn't always these vaccines. This is just something new.
Right.
Take care of yourself, be healthy, work out, eat right, take your vitamins, whatever it is. Your body is going to react how you treat it. If you're not treating your body well, you know, you're going to have the effects of it.
Right. You know what's crazy for me? And again, I'm not a doctor, or I'm not in the medical field, but the fact that any vaccine you speak of has the damn virus in it.
Exactly.
It's just like, what the
Even the
fuck?
flu shot, they're literally injecting you with the flu.
And then some people get sick. Like, they actually get the flu from the vaccine, so it never, it backfires in a sense. It's like, so why the hell did you end up getting the vaccine?
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big fan of that type of stuff.
Got you. All right, so I feel like you have a lot of life experience. I can see you're street smart, you're a hustler, that kind of thing. Is there any advice you have for people that are trying to get into the industry on what they need to do? What's the approach?
Network. Just honestly, just be genuine. If you have to fake it, this is not for you. I know the term people say fake it till you make it. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Be real. People appreciate what's real, and just network. Take any opportunities that you can. I know a lot of girls who want to get into modeling, they don't want to at first do it because they're not getting paid. Right. I said, okay, well, honestly, why should they pay you? You have no experience. You have nothing on your resume. If anything, you working with this person is going to make you look better because now you have that. You have the content, you have the photos, you have the experience. And each photo shoot that you do, you're going to get better. You're going to get more comfortable. You're going to find this, you're going to find that. And it's just all about experience. for me, like when I first started doing different things, even in the cannabis industry, I took a lot of like pay cuts just to kind of even get that opportunity, or even just to network with that person, just pick their minds apart. You know, there's people who are really above me, you know, wanting to work with me. Of course, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you need to pay me more, but it's just be humble. Don't ever get an ego, work hard, be genuine, and just have fun with it. Whatever you do, have fun.
Gotcha. I think that's really good advice. If you can go back to when you were like 17, you know, you're about to be an adult, and you can give yourself any advice, preparing yourself for the future, what advice would you give yourself?
Confidence. Confidence is key. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will.
Yeah, that you kept it simple, but that's
well, yeah,
real.
You just straight up, you know. I feel like at a young age, I feel like most people, we kind of doubt ourselves. You know, you're trying to figure yourself out. And I'm very big on like morals. What do you stand for? In this world, people are going to test you. So you need to know who you are before you even step out of your house. Right.
That's true, though. Confidence is a big key whenever you do. Do you feel that your parents influence your confidence? Or is this self-built?
I don't know. I think, honestly, because I grew up playing sports, that's kind of where I got my confidence from. Being, I don't know, just things like that. I don't want to say I was an insecure kid, but I think as a kid, you know, we all have our insecurities, but it was never anything that I dwelled on.
Got you.
Now, you know, being a female too, you know, you get in high school, you get all these, okay, well, I don't know how to do my hair. Let me learn how to do my hair. Let me learn how to do my makeup. So it's like, it's just trying different things and finding what works for you also. Got you.
All right, that's key though, confidence. We didn't touch on this, but it's something that I feel started popping during COVID is OnlyFans. Do you have an OnlyFans?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Is there a reason you don't have an OnlyFans?
Honestly, I think whatever I do, I think of my nieces. If one of my nieces made an OnlyFans, I would be upset.
You'll be upset?
I would be upset. Oh my God.
Do you feel that's a shortcut to
it's an easy way out. It's an easy way out. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of females that make great money. I have a lot of my close friends that they do that. No disrespect to anybody. You're on your hustle. But I feel like it takes more work ethic to actually start a business, to actually get out here and go do this or do that. Like I said, in a sense, it is like the easy way out.
Gotcha.
But I mean, to each their own. That's just me personally. Now, will I have one in a couple years? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Things change. But as of right now, it's not for me.
Got you. Any shout outs you want to give?
Let's see. Shout out to Addiction Brand. Shout out to Rihanna. I mean, don't get me started. I'm gonna shout out everybody right now.
Yeah, do it, man.
A lot of people are very supportive. Definitely Addiction. I've been working with them for years.
Right.
Good friend of mine. He's a great graphic designer. I work with him a lot for different things. So got to give him a lot of credit. A lot of things that you guys probably see me post, that's his work.
Okay.
Rihanna, she's a great friend, great makeup artist. She always saves me for different things. You know, I call her up, oh my God, you know, I gotta be ready in an hour. Come help me. And she, you know, she's always there. Yeah, I mean, I could sit here and probably shout out all my friends. I'm not gonna do that though.
No, that's all good.
But everybody, you guys know, you know who you are. So thank you guys.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Well, for everybody watching, Missy, I gotta shout out to you though. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you showing love. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow us. Her tags will be at the bottom. Make sure you follow her. And yeah, thanks to everybody showing love. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Bye.